Welcome to the Mom Self-Care Podcast, your safe space to finally focus on YOU. I'm Twitty-Hawkins, your self-care coach for moms, praying wife, and mom of four. And I know that being a Christ-centered mom is such a beautiful calling, but it can be so draining. That's why it's important to make sure you are filling your own cup. On this podcast, we'll discuss practical, holistic self-care strategies to help nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Because a mama who fills her own cup pours that back into her family with true peace and joy. Tune in for honest conversations about motherhood and self-care because you matter too. Blessings, mamas, and welcome to the Mom Self-Care Podcast. I'm Twitty-Hawkins, your host and self-care coach for moms, and it is the end of June, so the first, I guess you could say, official month of summer is over, even though I think according to the calendar, summer just started. I believe. Y'all know I have one of those sons who he is very into facts. And when things are happening, he's like, Mom, it's officially the first day of summer now. So yeah, I have one of those. But yes, even still, you may have gotten into the groove of things with summertime. Maybe the arguments are a little less. Not so much in my home, but it is what it is. But a lot of times we still carry on that mom guilt. And I've pretty much been talking about mom guilt for the month of June. That's been the theme. So I'm closing that out. And why am I closing it out? Hopefully you won't be carrying that mom guilt that you've been feeling on into July and August and the rest of your life. We want to release that unnecessary mom guilt. And that's why in the past episodes for this month, we talked about why it's so hard for us as moms to take care of ourselves without feeling guilty. Those expectations and that mindset of self-care is selfish, which I say that is nonsense. Because self-care is not selfish, it's stewardship. It's taking care of and honoring the temple that God has given you. So the world wants you to believe that it's selfish, so you don't do it. The devil wants you to believe it's selfish, so you don't do it. So you're exhausted and worn out. But God wants you to practice self-care so that you are at your best, so that you can serve your family from a place of abundance rather than exhaustion, just being worn out. And I just want to remind you that just because you feel guilty doing something doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It may mean you're doing something different. And if you missed my episode about condemnation versus conviction, I believe that was 102, you need to go check it out, okay? Because often we're dealing with mom guilt that we focus on over and over, and it's really us condemning ourselves rather than forgiving ourselves and showing ourselves grace. And many of us don't know the difference between that condemnation and conviction from God, which is loving and is a reminder that, hey, this is something that you need to grow in. This is something we're going to work towards, and it includes forgiveness, and it includes repenting, and it includes grace. So just remember that. Remember the difference between condemnation and conviction. And if you have not, get your pen out and write it down. Pause this episode if you need to. Go back and listen and take notes. Go back and listen to all the episodes in June and take notes. I'm telling you, if you take notes and work on just one thing, maybe for a week or a couple of weeks, it will change your life. It will give you so much more freedom. It will help you release the mom guilt that you have been struggling with for years. And make sure you listen to my last episode, which was episode 103, and I shared 3 scriptures to help you break free from mom guilt. So you want to write those scriptures down. You want to meditate on them, say them, speak them, listen to them consistently, and then your actions will follow. And that's how change happens. When you speak differently, when you believe differently, and then you take different actions in your life. That's how you change. And like I said in the previous episode, press on toward the goal. For you guys who listen to the episode, you know what I'm talking about. So if you're holding any guilt from anything that has not happened so far this summer or something that you feel like is not going to happen, I want you to release that expectation. Number one, the expectation that you can control everything, because you can't. God is in control. And forgive yourself for things that happened in the past. So if something didn't happen and truly it was your fault, then forgive yourself, because you cannot go back to the past and change anything. You can't. Y'all know the previous episode, for those who listen, I talked about how, hey, God is working on me with patience. He's also working with me on forgiveness. And I heard something that said forgiveness is realizing that the past cannot be changed. And for me, I was like, wow, seriously, you cannot go back and change it. So you need to just forgive yourself or whomever and move on. So forgive yourself. Let it go. Ask God to give you the courage, the strength to forgive yourself and show yourself grace, just like he does. And get that pen out if you haven't. If y'all not listening, y'all being hard-headed like our kids can be sometimes. Get your pen out and write down, I choose peace over perfection this summer. And that's an affirmation. Some of you guys know I've written a book, Self-Care Affirmations for Moms. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. You can get it on my website or on Amazon. But it's important to speak what you want in your life. So don't you want more peace? Which one is more important to you? A perfect summer or a peaceful summer? Because a peaceful summer, you can create good memories. You can be like, not have a lot of stress on you. But if you're trying to make everything perfect, you can be stressed out, overwhelmed, angry, frustrated, sad, depressed, all of these things. And guess what? It's still not going to be perfect anyway. I have to tell myself that sometimes, like, Cherry, okay, you're not in control of everything. And even when you try to be, it's still not going to come out all your way because it's not God's will. So you stressing out and overwhelmed about nothing you have control over anyway. That's how I be talking to myself, y'all. Like, come on, Cherry. Get it together. Because you got to be honest with yourself. Because if you're not honest with yourself, you're going to keep on going in that cycle of mom guilt and trying to overperform and do all these things. And you're never going to be happy. You're going to be stressed out and overwhelmed all the time. I don't want that for you. I don't think you want that for yourself. Your kids don't. And I know God doesn't. And also, I want you to choose one unrealistic expectation you have had for yourself this summer. What is it? That the laundry always has to be done? That your kids always have to get along? I couldn't say that without laughing. Now, if your kids always get along, well, hallelujah. God bless them and your household. But what is that? And it can be something within you. Something that you said, I always have to be nice, or I always have to go off on my kids when they do something wrong. That will cause so much stress in your life. So much stress. Both of them can. But what is that for you? What is one? At least one unrealistic expectation you have been holding on to this summer or for 2026. Write it down, pray about it, and ask God to help you to release the need to fill in the blank, whatever that is for you, or to overcome that thing, that mindset, that thing that you keep doing that's unrealistic. Ask God to help you, to surround you with people to help you with that. If you need to hire yourself a coach, hey girl, hey, I'm here. If you need help with that, I can guide you through that. That's part of self-care. It's your spiritual care. So think about that and write it down. Feel free to write down more, of course, but you don't want to overwhelm yourself. But write down one thing, and I need to do the same. And if you're ready to truly go deeper with what is causing your mom guilt and learning how to release it, I have created a safe space for you, my Release Mom Guilt Masterclass. In case y'all didn't notice while I was talking, I kept saying it, release, release, because we hold on to it so much in our minds and in our bodies. We hold on to that stress from that mom guilt, and it shows in our everyday life. But God doesn't want that for you. He wants you to let go of that. He wants you to have true peace, and I do too. And I will help guide you through that. And if you are ready to let go of that mom guilt and stop letting it have a stronghold on you, check out the information in the show notes and sign up and get started right away. So you can be like the other moms who have taken the class and realize this is what has been keeping me stuck. And this does not have to continue to be my normal. I don't have to continue to try to be the perfect mom, to try to have it all together. It is okay for me to be human and vulnerable. As a matter of fact, that's what makes you a wonderful woman and a wonderful mom. So again, check it out in the show notes down below. And mamas, I hope this episode blessed you. Like I said, it's time to let go of that unnecessary mom guilt, okay? And remember that difference between condemnation and conviction, because you don't want to be living in a constant state of condemnation. That's where mom guilt turns into mom shame. And God does not want you living that way. So if this episode blessed you, make sure you share it with the mommy you love, subscribe if you haven't, and leave a review as well. Until next time, take care. God bless. Thanks so much for joining me for the Mom Self-Care Podcast. I hope you feel inspired to make yourself a priority too. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Share this podcast with another mama you love and leave a review. Also, feel free to let me know what you would like to hear about in future episodes by visiting me on Instagram at CIC Inspire Me. Until next time, take some time to take care of YOU because you matter too.